So hello everyone, here is John. Well, in the previous video we were talking about trigonometric ratios, and so we defined sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, and cot. But there are instances in which basically some of the trigonometric ratios are not defined. For instance, if you had sorry, I need a new layer here. So if I had a coordinate system over here, something like this, so for example, if you just move to if you simply move to pi by 2, for example, let's say you're at pi by 2 over here. So this is pi by 2. So at pi by 2, you can see that your x coordinate is basically equal to 0, and your y coordinate is 1. So wherever you go on this, wherever you move in this coordinate system, you know that your r is equal to 1, because you have a let me show you what I mean by that. Let's say this is 1 unit. This is 1 unit in this coordinate system, and this is again 1 unit, 1 unit, and 1 unit in this coordinate system. So in this 1 unit, now you have a circle that goes all around this coordinate system, something like this. So now this is 1 unit, and this is again 1 unit. So now if you had an angle, any angle over here, this angle, let's say you started here and then you ended up somewhere around here, right? So then this is the angle that you have here. So this is theta. So when you have this angle, you have an x coordinate, which is the distance from the 0 and 0, 0, 0 up to here. So this is your x coordinate, going from here to here. So this is your x coordinate. And then this is basically your y coordinate. So this is your y coordinate. I'm talking about this angle. So, and let me delete this so that you don't get let's say 5. So this is, let's say 2, and this is I apologize for this mess. I need to be more careful. Is this is much better? Okay, good. So if you have this theta over here, and if you have this angle theta, for example, pi by 6 or whatever, doesn't matter. As a result of this theta, you have this angle theta, and this is your y coordinate, this is your x coordinate. Now in this case, if you want to calculate, for example, sine theta, you could simply write sine theta is equal to the y coordinate. As we said before, it's always sine is the opposite by adjacent. I'm sorry, by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. Now in this case, opposite by hypotenuse is your y coordinate divided by the hypotenuse. Your hypotenuse is basically r, whose value is always 1 because the radius of this circle is always 1. So it's basically y. Now, if you wanted to calculate, for example, in this case, cos theta would be adjacent by hypotenuse. Which would be x adjacent by hypotenuse, would be x divided by 1, which would be x, or x. So this is now sine theta, this x value is cos theta. Now if you wanted to calculate tan theta, it would be basically sine theta by cos theta, which would be y divided by x. And now you have no problem because your y is you have a y value, you have an x value, and everything is okay. But in some cases, you basically have in some cases you can't do that. For example, if you have a coordinate system like this, and the angle that you have is basically pi by 2. If you have pi by 2, in this case theta is equal to pi by 2, r is equal to 1, and x is equal to 0. So if you were to calculate tan theta, you would need y, basically your y value is equal to 1 as well, because the whole thing is just this line over here. The whole triangle has been collapsed into this one line, and the 3 lines are, you can see only one line over here. Otherwise you would have 1, 2, and 3 lines, and now the 3 lines have been collapsing on one another, and there is only one line on the y-axis like this. So now tan theta, in this case y is equal to 1 as well, so tan theta would be 1 divided by x. In this case x is 0, and 1 divided by 0 is basically not possible, it's undefined. So it's not possible to calculate tan pi by 2. So basically you can write that tan pi by 2 is undefined, because it's not possible to divide by 0. So that's basically what I mean by a ratio, a trigonometric ratio being undefined. And I guess we have some more time to pack some more stuff into this video. Right, and there is one more thing that you need to know, and that is basically when you write sine 3, when you basically in mathematics, when you say sine 3, it basically means I mean, by convention, sine 3 means sine 3 radians. So it means sine 3 radians. But if in a scientific calculator, you can basically choose between gradient. You can, let me see. There are different possibilities. For example, on my calculator, there is radian, degrees, and gradients. There is also one more unit called gradients, I think. So in a scientific calculator, you can input the value as degrees, and you can input the same value as radians as well. But basically, by convention in mathematics, when you write sine 3, it means sine 3 radians. You need to know that. And yeah, so that's it. So sine 3 radians would be sine, this means sine 3 radians. And you can also basically convert this into degrees as well, but whenever you're working with the calculator, it's not necessary, because the calculator converts it automatically when you input it as radians, for example, as opposed to degrees. Right, okay, so in the next video I'm going to share with you some common degrees, some common angles that you're going to need in your in dealing with different common trigonometric angles. So I'll see you in the next video.